It's all about the IT band today. So the iliotibial band attaches into the TFL and the glute max muscle runs down the side of the leg and attaches to the top of the knee on the side. You're going to grab a water bottle and a towel. We're going to makeshift a foam roller if you don't have one. You can just use a foam roller if you have that at home. So place that towel loosely over top like I just showed here and find the bony part of the side of your hip. We're going to place this just underneath that part. When you're ready, you're going to begin to slowly bend your knee. This is using active ranges of motion to help to alleviate any tension that we have built up in that IT band. Now this is a very, very, very thick band. When you look at cadavers, so essentially people who have donated their bodies after they passed away, when we get a chance to look at these structures, they're thick bands. So we must not only work our way down the band like we're doing here with each section, getting closer and closer towards our knee, but we also have to work on the other muscles that attach into this IT band or that have connection to it through fascial attachments. And that's getting the glutes, that's getting the TFL muscle, and that's also working the hamstring in the back and the quad strings in the front. As you can see here, my hip is touching the ground, but if you're not able to do this because of a flexibility thing or if it's too painful, then just try to prop yourself up and continue to bend and straighten your leg. When you're done the entire side of the one IT band, we're going to go ahead and now release the glute on that side. So you're going to get into a figure four. So the side that you just worked on is the glute that you're going to try to release. And we're just going to be rolling gently up and down on that either foam roller or the bottle that you have there. So you want to gently rock yourself back and forth. And if there's any spots that you notice are more tender than others in your glute area, then you can even hold that position and just wait for that pain to dissipate. So really kind of work around that sit bone, up into the top. You kind of move it around, just kind of see what you feel gives you the best release. There's no right or wrong way to do it here. It's just whatever you got to do to release the muscle tension. So let's release the other IT band. So again, the reminder, it's just that thick band on the side. Find that pointy part of the bone and make sure it's just right underneath that, so closest to the knee on that side. And when you're ready, slowly bend and straighten. Just like we did on the other side, we're going to keep inching down until we get to the top of the knee. So you can use your hand if that's easier, or just roll the rest of your body up. If you have a foam roller, definitely rolling the rest of your body up would be a lot easier. Really breathe through the pain and discomfort here. And I want to clarify what I mean by pain. So this isn't the most relaxing work in the world. This area tends to be very, very tender, no matter if you stretch all the time like I do, or if you are new to stretching in general and it really hasn't been a habit in your life. So just do your best, but you should not feel like this pain or discomfort is over a 7 out of 10. So 0 is no pain at all, and 10 is the worst pain you have ever felt. So if it reaches a 7 or above, then just try to alleviate the pressure that you feel on there. So add an extra towel or do whatever you got to do to alleviate the amount of body weight you're putting on that area. Almost done here. All right. right. Same thing as we did the other side with the glute. Place it on the same side that you were just working on with the IT band. Cross your foot over so your ankle is right on your knee, and just kind of move things around. So you can rest your one hand on your ankle, but you don't have to. You can use both hands like I'm now showing to kind of support yourself, keep your back nice and straight. And then that way you can use both arms to push yourself back and forth. And again, just a reminder, you don't have to rock back and forth. If there's one area more than any other that you've found that's very tender, then just sit there and wait for that pain to decrease. Essentially what that painful area is a trigger point. And if you notice when you're pressing on that area, it refers kind of like a dull pain anywhere down your leg, then that's an active trigger point. Use the bottle. This is where you would want to have a bottle here. So if you have a foam roller, you can roll it up and down your leg like I'm showing here. But if you have a bottle, you can even place hot water or cold water to change the temperature of the bottle, so that when you're running it up and down your leg, all on the side and in the back of the IT band, in the front, you're getting also a bit of cryotherapy or heat therapy. And switch sides, and make sure as well that you're going below your knee as well. Like I'm showing here, you're making sure to really do that as well. So if you need to pause the video quickly and do it again on the other side to make sure you're doing it below your knee, or just because this feels really good and you need extra time doing it, just pause the video and then pick things back up where you left off. So now we're going to release the top part of the glute muscle that we really didn't get a chance to work properly. So essentially you want to angle the bottle down like that. And then you're going to kind of lie on your side and then just gently lift your leg up and down. So this is a great stretch also for the hip flexor in the front, but it's mainly for releasing that top part of the glute max muscle that we weren't able to get with the other foam rolling technique that we were doing when our ankle was crossed over our knee. Couple more here. And now switch sides. So same angle, just opposite. So essentially we're not on like the part of your back, it's more where you would feel the hip. That's very important. You don't want it over the hip bone, you want it right at that edge of the hip bone in the back. Really let your leg fall to the side. If it's too much tension to have your leg completely fall out to the side, then just let your leg go as much as it can. This is all about you and what you can do. So we're going to sit up, and now we're going to stretch the IT band on the side. So we're going to cross our leg over the other on an angle and reach forward. So this is not focusing on just stretching the hamstrings, it's focusing on stretching the outside hamstring that comes and merges in the IT band. Don't forget to breathe here. Breathing is super important. And also, if you need to relax tension on your neck, the back of your neck or upper back, use the bottle or foam roller, place that right underneath your forehead, and that will just help you completely relax that part so you can just focus on alleviating the tension and just really relaxing into the stretch for the back of your hamstring and the back part of that iliotibial band. We hold the stretches a lot longer than just a few seconds because when you stretch a muscle, the muscle will instantly contract more. And the reason it does this is because it's trying to protect the ligaments. Now also use the bottom part of your foot and bend it even more so to the side if you need more of a stretch. If not, and the other one was fine, then just carry on. And just building off of what I was saying before, we like to hold the stretches longer because the muscles will try to protect the ligaments and the joints. So with that being said, in order for the muscles to be able to fully relax, we have to hold them for a lot longer period of time until we don't notice the stretch as much. Then that's when we know the muscle is relaxing. Just a few more seconds here. Really breathe and try to fully relax into the stretch the last few moments. Now you're going to slowly recover, so lift your head and then use your hands and arms to walk yourself back up. Now unravel yourself, shake out your legs a little bit. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So keep your hips square, cross your leg over, cross the other leg over top, and reach forward. Again, use the bottle or whatever you have around that allows you to make sure the back of your neck and upper part of your back are nice and relaxed and comfortable. As you get more comfortable with the stretch, you can grab the last part of your foot near the toes and bend it away from you to intensify the stretch. So what we're doing is utilizing the power of the fascial tension. So fascia is essentially a Spider-Man suit right underneath your skin. And that is what we're also helping to elongate to give a better stretch on the outside part of our leg where the iliotibial band is. Really take the opportunity to exhale deeper and deeper into the stretch, because in a few moments we're going to recover from this position. Good. So untwist your legs. Take a quick sip of water if you need to. And we're going to stretch a different angle. So essentially like crossing your legs, you're going to try to angle them and separate them like this and reach forward. Now this stretch will help to get a little bit more on the outside near the glute max insertion into the iliotibial band. Again, if you need to use a water bottle or the foam roller to help keep your head up, then do so, because this is the best way to keep the back of your neck relaxed and the upper part of your back relaxed as well. So you can just focus on the stretch of where you need to focus. And in this case, we're focusing on the back part of the iliotibial band closest to the bony part of your hip. So just inhale and exhale. And when you're ready, switch sides. Same thing, stagger your feet, reach down. And you'll notice one side to the other, there will be a difference, but just keep working. If you do this once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, you will notice every single time the stretch becomes easier and you become more and more flexible and your body becomes more and more mobile. And eventually the pain and the tension that you feel in your iliotibial band or your IT band will dissipate. we're going to start to prepare to recover. So use your arms to help press yourself back into a seated position. And then go ahead and completely lie down on your back. And you're going to just walk your heels out to one side and then reach your arms up to the same side to make a C shape with your body. This will help again to stretch out the entire lateral chain. And if you need to add a little bit more tension, cross your leg over top of the side that you're stretching. So if you're stretching out the left side, cross your right leg over top. Make sure to breathe, inhale and exhale. With every exhale, imagine the side of your body just beginning to melt like butter, deeper and deeper and more comfortably into the stretch. Begin to prepare to let the clasping of your hands go. Let your body go back to center. And now we're going to walk our feet to the opposite side to stretch the other side out. So even though we may only have one problem with the IT band on the one side, we want to make sure that we're equalizing our bodies out. So again, I am quite flexible because I was a dancer and a gymnast growing up. So if your C stretch here does not look like mine, don't worry about it. Just do what you can do, because again, you're going to get better and better at this every single time you do this video. Okay, great. Prepare to slowly release your hands and slowly bring your body back to a straight line. Now when we sit up here, we're going to prepare to stretch the outside part of our quad, which again will have merging to the IT band. So when we do this, so don't do this now because I'm going to re-show you. I'm just kind of showing you the motion to prepare for. In this position, make sure to squeeze your glute, thrust your pelvis forward, and then walk as much as you can towards the floor, and then twist your hip towards the floor. And final step, if you can, reach up towards the ceiling. This is a full body stretch, but you can just have your arm that is reaching up towards the ceiling just placed on the knee, or you can just have it lingering on the ground, or your elbow can just rest on your knee, whatever you have to do to make this stretch more applicable to you. And we'll switch sides. So step forward on the outsides of your hands, squeeze your glutes, thrust your pelvis forward, and twist towards the floor and let your chest open up towards the ceiling. Now you can get pillows here because we're going to intensify the stretch, and we're going to do each side again. So place the back of your leg on the pillows and do the same thing and reach up. This is only for people who feel like that stretch wasn't enough for them, and this could help to intensify. Because the thing is, the quad muscle that we're trying to stretch here is a dual joint muscle, meaning it also has influence from the hip and also has influence from the knee. So in order to be able to stretch it fully, we also need to have a bend at the knee as well as a stretch acting on the hip. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Again, if I'm moving too fast for you, just take your time. This is all about where you are. That's the beauty of doing it at home. Again, set yourself up the same here. Reach up towards the ceiling. And you should notice the stretch a little bit further down your leg since we started using the pillows. If not, and you're still at step 1, just use the floor and don't worry about the pillows. And use your arms to push yourself back up. So that wraps up today's video on how to properly and thoroughly stretch the IT band. If you liked this video, please give it a like and please subscribe so you'll be one of the first to know whenever I release a new video in the future. If you know someone in your life who is suffering with iliotibial band or tight IT band syndrome just like yourself, please share this video with them. Thanks for all your support.